Why, hello to you. Welcome to the Mountain of Desire. So in today's video, we're going to talk about my camera history. How did I get into cameras? Why did I start making videos? Why am I orange underneath my belly button? So first of all, what is the rule for exposure when you're in this situation? You got no lights on your face. You got a bright background. It's already changed. It was so perfect, kind of. How do you keep the face bright and that not too bright? Damn you, low dynamic range micro four thirds system.
Panasonic, your sensor is the same size of a baby duck. Why do you do it? You do it.
So my generation did not grow up with cameras. I was born in 1981 and we didn't have the internet yet. What did we even do? I don't even know what we did for fun. I used to skateboard and go out into the world. Weird shit like that. The only cameras I ever saw anybody using were those instant ones. You had to buy them in the drugstore. You look through a little viewfinder, you take your picture. I don't remember focusing on anything. I guess it had autofocus. And then you take like 30 shots and then you're done. And then you develop them. And the photo guy is just looking at your party nights and he's like, oh my god, they're naked. That's a lot of weed. So that was the first camera I ever had. I think it was a Kodak. I'll post some pictures of my youth. Just little pictures there. Don't judge my preteen photography skills. They're good. They were good enough. I didn't know what the rule of thirds was. I'm in the rule of thirds. I'm tilted to the side for some reason. This doesn't feel right. Hey, so back then MySpace just came out. It was like the beginning of social media. And I signed up, and a friend of mine from high school contacted me. And we started talking. I was like, oh, cool, look at this, my old friend. And she was like, are you on Facebook? And I was like, what the hell is that? So I signed up to Facebook and started finding people that I actually knew in real life. That's what my list was made up of. Just mostly searching for people I went to school with before. Because everybody loves when you get a message from your friend in high school. Hey, remember me? I nodded to you once in the hallway. You don't remember that? I was like, hey man. And you were like, what's up? Come on, you remember that. Can you tell that it's raining? I can tell. So I just thought it was so cool. People are taking pictures of their cat, and I couldn't do that. I was jealous. And so I asked my mom, hey, I got a birthday coming up. What do you think? Digital camera? She obliged. So I searched. I didn't research much. I just looked in what's the best camera company, like the first search ever when it comes to cameras. And it was just Canon versus Nikon. And it was pretty much agreed upon that like Canon was the one. Nikon was pretty much as good. Those were the two. So we went to Best Buy and we were looking around and this one camera stood out. It was a Canon SD1100 IS. If you want to look it up. It was a little like brown maroony color. I was like, that's cool. That's the most important spec, the color on the outside. So it had image stabilization. That was new. Apparently 3 times zoom range. Whoa. And so I just wanted it for pictures mainly, but it had a video function and I knew that. And I was like, that could be fun. The only thing I thought in my mind was I could make slow motion clips of my cat. That'd be so cool. It didn't have a slow motion function, but whatever. I didn't think that far ahead. So I took this thing outside and I just walked up the street and I just started filming myself, vlog style. And I'm just like, hey, this is the best video ever, huh? Reporting live from the sidewalk. There's been reports of cars in the area. whatever. It was the dumbest video ever made. But I brought it home and I showed it to my mom, and she was just laughing at it like it was the funniest thing ever, and it gave me a feeling of joy. I was like, really? Was it good? I'm good at this. So it just inspired me, like I could make more videos. And so I started actually making videos because I was all into health at the time. I'm still into health. I'm a health nut. And so I'm making, like, I'm chopping coconuts. I think that was one of my first videos. No, my first video ever was a stop motion battle of a wizard and versus lighters. I didn't have a lot of props. This is the result. So I made that video and I uploaded it to YouTube. It had a couple views. I got a copyright strike on it for the music. I was like, God damn it, Johnny Cash, you piece of cash shit. But then I started making videos around my house, just chopping open my coconuts and making a smoothie here and there, and I'd put them up on YouTube because I was healing at the time. I wanted to share my journey, but these were just sort of tester videos, like, look, I made a video. I didn't really try. I'd make like 2 or 3 videos a year. Like, I wasn't into it. But once I started feeling better, I was like, I have to share this message. And so the camera upgrades, they started pondering in my mind, because this was a piece of shit. It would only focus once. It had no autofocus. So if you ever were filming and then you wanted to zoom in on the food, that wasn't going to happen. You had to stop and then refocus and then record again. So I was like, this kind of sucks. And I went on the journey. Why am I pointing to my head? It just didn't even make sense in this story. I went on this journey of researching cameras. I want a camera with fast autofocus. That was my main thing. And to step into HD territory. So I'm not kidding when I say I got my past tense and present tense all messed up and my brain is backwards. I bought and returned probably 10 or 11 cameras because they just kept sucking. I was like, what is this? I thought Canon, obviously Canon was the best, so I got Canon, but everything was so grainy. I was like, why is it so grainy? I didn't realize back then that it was just, I was in auto and it bumps up that ISO in the low light and it just looked like crap. Looked good out in the bright sunlight. Why did I point? Do you see any sunlight right now? I'm bad at showing examples. So I kept trying all these cameras and I would make these dumb little blooper videos testing the cameras and upload them for some reason. Here's some clips.
You escaped from jail, didn't you, young boys? Stripey boys. You are the faster one. Catch up, young one. Yes, you have won the race to mother. Zoom's alright. Can you go further? No, that's the max. Good job, young family. Oh, you smoking idiot. Don't you dare. That better be a mint.
So I finally settled on the Sony WX350. Still a tiny sensor. I didn't realize that I wasn't really upgrading sensor technology here. Same size sensor, but it had a 20 times zoom range. That was exciting to me, and it was tiny. It was so tiny. It was the smallest one ever, but I could zoom out and get some eagles and stuff in nature. So that was exciting, and it had super fast autofocus. I was like, right on. Did not have a flip out screen. That might have turned my obsession for the flip out screen on, because I could never see myself, and I'd watch the videos back and it would always be like, hey guys, how you doing? And then I'd start talking and then realize I'd see my hand. I'm like, oh shit, that probably looked stupid. But I kept that camera for a while, even though it looked pretty terrible in my kitchen, which is where I made most of my videos. Terrible lighting, tiny sensor, not gonna work. And I decided the RX100 was just coming out at this time, and the Canon G7X was just coming out. And I was like, 1-inch sensor? The background's kind of blurry. Look at that. I had no blurry background in my life. That's so sad. So I started researching. I bought the RX100. I tested it out. Wasn't that impressed. I was gonna take it back, but when I uploaded the video I made, I started getting all these compliments on my skin. And they were like, oh, your skin looks so nice now. And I'm like, what? Really? It was just the camera. I looked better because the background was blurrier. I just looked more professional. The colors were better. Just that bigger sensor gives you a higher quality image and you look healthier. There's a mosquito. If you bite me while I lose concentration of where you are, I will swear to God. So I was debating keeping that camera until the G7X came out. And I was like, ooh, Canon just copied you and made it much more usable, friendly, user-like. They had the touch screen. I think that's all they had, but that was enough. That was enough. And I was just like, I have to have it. So I bought it. And then my videos started taking it up a notch. I have no brain function. Now that camera served me well for a while, and really, I didn't need to upgrade, but I noticed my audio wasn't great. I started researching more and more how to make better videos. And it was like, ooh, what do I do? This has no mic jack. That sucks. So I bought a little Zoom H1 recorder and a lav mic, and I had to sync them up. And after doing that for so long, I started getting tired of it. I was like, this sucks. I gotta upgrade again. So I started researching again. I started researching which mirrorless camera to get. And that's where I made the video, Micro Four Thirds Secret Weapon to Full Frame. You've probably seen it, right? Watch it. So basically I had a one-track mind. That background better be blurry, and I better be able to see myself. And that's all I want. So that obsession, I think that will be the next video. Why I regret investing in the Micro Four Thirds system. So we'll get into that. But I researched. This seemed to be the best camera for the money. Panasonic G85. I got myself my 25mm f/0.95 lens. For the blurry background, we're not even at, I think I'm at f2. Are you ready for that? I'm probably no longer in focus because it's only like, that background just disappeared. It's like a painting now. Oh my God. What have I done? I wanted a full frame camera. I thought about the APS-C, but this one had all the functions I needed. So I got it. It's done me well. I regret it every day, but this is what we got. So that's where my journey ended. With this camera right now. Where will it take us next? Is the question, because we are waiting. I don't know who's gonna release what, but it feels like it's not gonna happen. What I want to happen? Come on, universe. Just a full frame with a flippy screen. Anything but the 6D Mark II. There are 7 great reasons to buy it, but none of them are real. So we'll talk about why I want to upgrade in the Micro Four Thirds regret video coming up next week on the Camera Conspiracies Network. So I think that's it. I just wanted to talk about my little journey of upgrades, and this is where it led us, from tiny point and shoot to mirrorless professional system. Lav microphones I've always preferred, plugged right in. Got the Sennheiser ME2. No shotguns for me, because I'm an idiot. I bought the 25mm lens and I can't, it's too far. Has to be like 7 feet away from me to even have me in the shot. So shotguns don't work. I didn't think it through. I'm an idiot. But I'm a village idiot. Some people like that. Okay, we're done. Thank you so much for watching. Affiliate links for this camera and the lens down below. Oh my god, he's a businessman. You sell it. Okay, we're done. Subscribe for more videos. See you in the next one.